Hey, what's going on? In this video, I'm going to explain 3 things that most players do that drive their teammates and coaches absolutely crazy. And if you want to be a better teammate, you want to impress your coach, you just want to be a better player on the field, you need to avoid these things at all costs. So 3 different things. Number 1 is just being lazy. Okay, if you are a lazy player and you can admit that to yourself right now, first of all, if you can admit that to yourself and you are lazy, well, you need to wake up and be honest with yourself, because if you're not being honest with yourself, there's no way that you can improve. So number 1, be honest. Are you being a lazy player? 2, if you know that you're lazy, like a lot of players do, I get a lot of comments and players say, hey, I'm a lazy player and I don't know how to get over it. You need to take 100% responsibility. No one can control your legs. No one can control your mind, your attitude, the way you approach the game. And laziness is something that everyone can cut out of their game. You can choose to work hard, and you need to start working hard, not only for yourself, but for your teammates and for your coaches. So just a couple examples of being lazy. If your man is running past you with the ball or without, and you let him go, you watch him go, you say, oh, these guys will get it. You are being lazy. You are letting yourself down because you should hold yourself to a higher standard. You are letting your teammates down. You're letting your coach down. So do not be lazy. Being lazy as far as getting into your tackles, battling for the ball, not letting the guy against you, the man that you're marking, or your opponent, letting him get the better of you. You can, maybe if he beats you with skill, that's one thing. But if he beats you with work rate, that's something that you need to own up to, and that's something you need to change right away. No one should ever beat you because they outworked you, okay? If they beat you because they're more skilled than you, that's fine. That's something you can work on to improve in the future, but no one should outwork you, okay? So do not be lazy. Fight for those one-on-one battles, those 50-50s. Defensively, do not let people run past you. Do not let your man get space. Do not let him go unless you're at least communicating with your teammate and then tucking in. And finally, being lazy as far as helping out in offense, in the attack. So let's say that your teammate's on the ball. Are we being lazy and expecting this guy to do everything because he's the number 10 or he's the striker, he's the goal scorer? Oh, he can handle it. No, you need to be ambitious and work hard to get forward, to make forward runs, to support the play. Okay, so ask yourself, am I being lazy? Because that's the biggest thing that personally pisses me off when I'm playing with players. I don't care if you don't have skill, as long as you work, okay? You can make up for a lack of skill with a great work ethic. So number 1, do not be lazy. That's one of the biggest things that drives coaches and teammates crazy. Number 2, overcomplicating the play. So we see this so much, especially in youth soccer, especially with extremely skilled players. You have a lot of skill, so you want to show what you can do, but a lot of times we're doing a lot on the ball, but we're not actually producing anything. We're not doing anything with these touches. So you don't want to overcomplicate the play. You don't want to take too many touches in the wrong areas. First of all, the more touches you take, the more time it gives the opposition to close you down, the more time it gives the opposition to close your teammates down, to push the line up. So you've screwed everyone over because you took too many touches. So move the ball quickly. Now, I'm not saying, and I always say this, I'm not saying that you can't take touches. I want you to be confident on the ball. I want you to want to have the ball at your feet, but you have to pick your opportunities. So if you see that this is an opportunity for me to use my skill, well, yes, I'm going to use my touches, but I'm going to be productive. I'm not going to overcomplicate. I'm not going to try to do 3 step overs, a rainbow, and try to nutmeg this guy and then come back and beat him again. Okay, I'm just going to do one move. I'm going to be precise and I'm going to use my skills effectively. I'm not overcomplicating the play. Another example, let's say like we're attacking here, something like this, and we've got players in the box. We've got players making runs forward. Okay, and we are just moving the ball back and forth. We're taking touches. We're trying to beat this guy one-on-one. Okay, why do we have to overcomplicate it? We've got players in the box. Just get the ball out of your feet, whip a good cross in the box, and let your teammates attack it. So you need to ask yourself, am I overcomplicating the play? Can I really simplify my play? And honestly, as you get older, you learn to simplify more and more. You learn to do more with fewer touches. And you're amazed at how much more you can accomplish with touching the ball less and less. Now, I don't want you to misinterpret that. I'm not saying, hey, give the ball away at all times. As I said, I want you to be brave. I want you to be confident. I want you to want to have the ball, want to be the playmaker, want to be the guy that makes the difference. But do not overcomplicate the play. Do not take too many touches in the wrong areas. Do not frustrate your opponents. That's the worst thing. When you give the ball to the guy, let's say it's like a winger, usually it's the fancy winger with the flashy boots. You give him the ball and you know every time he's going to take 10 touches. He never takes 2 touches. So guess what happens? You stop passing the ball to that guy because you know what he's going to do. And you start looking for other players, and really that hurts the whole team because maybe he's in a great position, but because he's taken so many touches in the past, he's overcomplicated the play so many times in the past, well, we don't want to give him the ball anymore. So do not be that type of player. Yes, it's okay to take touches, but be effective. Have purpose to those touches. And the final thing is just giving away possession cheaply. You need to understand that this thing right here, this is the most important thing on the field. If we have this, then the other team can't really hurt us unless we're careless in our own third. But then that goes back to the point, giving away possession cheaply. Okay, so take care of that ball, take pride in that ball. And how I want you to do that is you need to approach everything. So let's say you're in practice and you're just warming up with your teammates. You're just passing the ball back and forth. I want you to take pride in every single one of those touches, every single one of those passes. That pass should be sharp. It should be on the foot that you want to give it to, on his right foot or on his left foot. It should be hit with pace. Your touch should be close enough to your body that you can keep possession, but you can play quickly. Okay, you need to take pride in the simple things. So warming up, playing in practice, because that transfers to the field. So do not give away possession cheaply. You fight for possession. You're smart with it. Yes, you try to play forward. Yes, we want to go forward when we can. But if it's not on, you need to be smart. You need to say, hey, I'm not losing the ball here. I'm keeping possession for my team, and we're going to keep the ball moving, and we'll find new opportunities to attack. So those 3 things I want you to think about and make those changes to your game right away. Number 1, do not be lazy. Remember, everyone has a choice to work hard. So if you're accepting laziness, you need to slap yourself in the face right now. You need to wake up. That's the worst thing you can do for your game. That's the worst thing you can do for an individual, for a person, because guess what? If you're lazy on the field, I'm going to guess that you're lazy in life. So you need to take responsibility for that and say, hey, I'm going to work hard. I'm not letting my man run past me. I am going to battle for all my 50-50s, and if my teammate is in possession, we have a chance to attack, well, guess what? I'm going to work hard to get forward and support the attack. Do not overcomplicate the play. Do not take too many touches, especially in the wrong areas. If you're going to take 10 touches in the middle of the field, you're going to drive your teammates and your coaches absolutely crazy. Move the ball quickly. It's okay to take touches, but do it effectively and do it with purpose. And finally, take pride in your possession. Do not give away possession cheaply. And where does that start? It starts in the little things. It starts in you practicing with your friend in the park, taking pride in every single pass, the passes and the possession that you take, and the pride that you take in your possession in training, that transfers into the game. So I want you to analyze yourself, be honest with yourself, and ask yourself, am I driving my teammates and coaches crazy by doing those 3 things? Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions on this topic or anything related to football, please comment below, share, like, and come back tomorrow. Let's keep improving. Let's keep moving forward. I'll talk to you real soon.